Where have you been?
Hi.
You are 47 seconds late to our meeting.
47 seconds?
Yes, and I'm really getting sick of this because every week it's something. You're either a minute early, which everybody knows 5 minutes early is actually on time, and on time is late.
Well, Gabby, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be late. I thought I was here on time.
Well, you weren't. You weren't on time, and you won't believe the kind of week I had, and I just cannot be having you showing up late like this all the time.
Well, Gabby, it's clear that something big's happened to you, so let me just grab my notebook.
Okay, fine.
All right?
Please.
And then lay it on me. I'm ready when you are. Tell me.
So you will not believe the week I had. This week, I met this guy. I met him on Tinder, and I put my miles at like 150 miles apart, and his name is Alan, and he is like 27 years old, and I don't need the spiel, you're 16, whatever, I don't care. He is the love of my life, and you won't believe what he did to me, John, you won't believe it.
No, tell me, what did he do to you, Gabby?
He broke up with me on Snapchat. Clearly you're not getting the gravity of this, because I don't see the shock on your face.
Well,
he broke up with me on Snapchat, and some bitch is already liking his post, and she was liking them last week, but I know it's her fault. I know she was all up on his, you know what I'm talking about, John.
I do.
He's everywhere. He's in my dreams. That's just all I think about at night. I've cried like 4 times today, and he broke up with me yesterday, and I know it's been a week, but when you know, John. And I know I said that about the last guy, but it doesn't matter.
Gabby?
Yes.
Gabby,
Oh,
first.
God.
First, Gabby. It seems like you're pretty anxious.
Yeah.
Why don't we try our Gabby's sensory shelf, like we talked about. Remember, all the things that you like are there. So grab what you need this week.
This is not where we're at right now, John. We're a little past this.
Gabby, remember we talked about how important it was for you to have something to hold on to?
Okay.
Okay?
I'll hold on to this one, but I don't think it's going to do anything for you today.
Well, we're going to try and see how that makes you feel. Why don't you just take a minute and you're going to describe to me how that feels. Remember, we talked about describing. Tell me how it feels.
I imagine it feels like, I don't know, a porcupine.
A porcupine's a good
Maybe
image.
Alan's hair.
Well, did Alan have spiky hair?
No, he was balding. And I know it's really early. It's like kind of premature and everything. But like, I loved him anyways. But it also tickles the inside of my palm, if that matters at all.
Well, it does. I'm glad. Anything else that you notice about that?
I don't know. I kind of like it, I guess.
Well, that's good. That's good. Are you going to stick with that for the session, or are you going to try something else? Because I remember last time you told me that sometimes it takes 2 or 3 things, so I'm just checking back on you.
I mean, maybe. I can't decide that right now. You need to give me a little time.
No, your shelf is right there just for that reason. You're in total control. You get to decide
so
when
I have
that
to
happens.
pick it right now?
You don't.
Okay.
You can pick it whenever you want.
Can we get back to talking about Alan?
We absolutely can. All right, so let me walk back through. It's been a big week for you.
It has.
It has. All right, so you've got Alan, right? You met Alan, the love of your life.
Yeah. And
Tell me about Alan.
So, I think I said he was, what, like 27?
Yeah, and you said it didn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because love knows no age.
You're right.
And
Now, it's important for me to ask, Gabby, have you ever met Alan in person?
No, we met on Tinder. I told you that.
Okay.
You clearly weren't listening.
No, I did, but sometimes when people use things like Tinder and Snapchat, they meet in person. So I was just asking for clarification.
Not yet. I set the mouse like 150 miles.
Right.
And I met him, and I mean, he was like super fine, minus the balding thing, but like I can get past it.
Mm-hmm. Well, bald men can be sexy.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
I mean, half bald men's not really my thing, but like
maybe not the comb over. But
yeah, he could just shave it.
Right?
He can just shave it.
Okay.
So we met and we were talking, and he was like day one, he was like, I cannot wait to like lay with you, and I just want you like in my bed. And then he was telling me that he cannot wait until we're married, and he was already calling me his wife. He had me on his phone as wifey. Isn't that so sweet? He did propose, but I said no because he doesn't have a ring, and obviously I need a ring because what does he think I am? A scrub? No, I'm not going to be with any man who's not going to put a ring on my finger. What do I look like?
Well, I mean, Beyonce and all, right? If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, we're on the same page. I got
So,
Gabby.
Yeah.
I do have to say, a little bit concerned because you're 16 and he's 27.
But I just told you it didn't matter. Love doesn't know an age.
Well, I mean, the law.
Are you going to tell my mom?
I am not going
Because
to tell your mom.
this conversation sounds a lot like I'm going to tell your mom. And the last time I told you that I saw a guy who was over the age of like 30, you told me that for precautionary reasons, because I was like seeing him and stuff, you were going to have to tell my mom.
Okay, but one more time. Let's do a quick breath. You with me? We go up and down, remember? In through the nose and out through the mouth. So we're going to smell the flowers and blow the balloons.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Ready? Smell flowers. Blow the balloon. Flower close to your nose. Balloon far away. All right. Your ears working for me?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So remember the difference. I said I wasn't going to tell your mom this time only because, and I'm being truthful with you, you two never met. There's some concern there, but you two haven't met. You know, the last guy, they caught you in.
What if Alan and I are supposed to be together, and I am supposed to meet him, and you're holding me back now? I mean, you and my mom, but that's not the point. You are going to tell her. When I signed up for this.
What did we just talk about?
So, like, I have to, stay talking to him on. This is why he broke up with me, because I was all, well, I have to let my mom know we're gonna be together, and he was all, listen, I'm not trying to be with a little baby. And do I look like a baby? I'm not a baby. I basically look like I'm 25, and he's 27. Did I say 27? I really knew he was like 31, but it's not the point. It's not the point.
No, what is the point? Tell me.
That it's love.
Is it?
And if we're supposed to tell everybody that all love is love and blah, 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 love whoever you want, why can't I love Alan? We're supposed to have 3 kids, 2 boys, 1 girl. And a dog. We're going to name her Molly.
So you, Alan, 2 kids.
3 kids.
3 kids, sorry.
Yeah.
3 kids, the dog.
Molly.
And you've known him how long?
A week.
I see.
And so, can I tell you, John, though, what made this week even crazier?
Yeah, tell me.
So last night...
Hold on, I just want to write some of this down. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's fine. You can put it in my autobiography later. So,
will you autograph it for me? Because it's going to be worth something. You're going to be famous. Okay.
So last night when he broke up with me through Snapchat, first of all, I was like, what the fuck? I'm like the best you're ever going to get. I'm in my prime right now. So then he breaks up with me, and I go on his Instagram because where else would I go? And I was trying to tell you earlier, but you wanted me to, fidgets, whatever, but it's not the point. So I go on his Instagram, and I'm looking up all of his photos because I'm crying, and he's loving my life and whatever, and he's got this girl liking his photos. All of them. Every single one. She's clearly on his dick. And so I'm like, excuse me, bitch? Excuse me, bitch. So then I go in her inbox, and I am trying to message her, but I didn't. And I used some of our breathing techniques to not do it, but it didn't stop me from being up all night.
Let me stop you right there. You used some of our breathing techniques?
Yeah.
And how did that work for you?
I mean, it paid off, but I was still up all night. I was up all night. I haven't slept in like a day and a half. I don't even know how many hours that is, because that's where we're at right now. There is so much going on in my life, John. I don't know if I'm supposed to recover from this. I just don't know.
Gabby?
Yeah.
You know I like to be real with you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so can I be real with you?
I guess so.
Okay. Sounds to me like you've got a lot going on, and it sounds to me like you've had a really, really big week.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like we need to do a quick check-in. So I'm going to ask you some questions, and they're going to sound like they don't make sense, and you might say, what the fuck is this guy asking me these questions for?
I mean, I don't really know what you have to do it, but I'll do it.
Have I ever done anything pointless?
I mean, sometimes.
I mean...
Like, make me come here.
Well, I don't make you come here.
Okay, so my mom makes me do the pointless things, but you keep saying here. You're not like, she's fine, send her home.
I work here, friend. I'm here to talk to you.
You're not like, I don't need to see her, she's great.
Well, let's go from there, okay?
Okay.
So I've got this piece of paper here, and just so you know, it's got these questions written on it. You can take a look as you need to.
Okay.
You know, no shade, no tea, as the kids say these days.
Oh, jeez, don't try to be hip.
Can't help it.
It's not flattering to you.
I mean, let me be me.
I guess.
Okay.
Onward.
That's what I like about you, Gabby, your perspective. You put a smile on my face every time,
I
guaranteed.
know, that's why I don't know why I'm here.
Well, let's work together,
Okay.
and then maybe by the end of our session, you'll know.
Okay.
You ready for those questions?
As ready as I think I can be.
Awesome. Okay, so, Gabby,
Mm-hmm.
I know you've had a very big week, and you're right
Super
on
big.
point about everything, but Gabby, what year are we in?
2019.
2019. You got it right. What season are we in?
Summer.
We're in summer. And what day? What's today's date?
7, 17, 19.
7, 17, 19.
Which is July.
Which is July, you're
Yeah.
right. Awesome. So you know your month.
Yeah.
Way to go. First part done. High five.
Ooh.
Awesome.
I
All
don't
right.
understand how this is helping me.
Well, hang in. It might make
Okay.
sense later.
Yep.
Okay. What state are we in right now?
Mass.
We're in Massachusetts. Awesome. What county are we in?
I don't know. I'm 16. Whatever county we live in.
And, okay. Well, what town are we in?
Sturbridge.
Sturbridge, okay. And what building are we in?
Yours.
Yours. Can you tell me the name? I mean, it's not my building, and my name's not over the door. Do you remember?
I don't know. Left Street something.
Okay. Do you know what floor we're on?
3rd.
We're on the 3rd floor. There we go. So, Gabby,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you the names of 3 different things.
Okay.
And they might not make sense, but I want you to try to remember them as long as you can. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm going to ask you about those things later. You're not going to know when, but I'm going to ask you later, okay?
Okay.
Ready?
Sure.
Bicycle,
Mhm.
lollipop,
Yep.
chicken nugget.
How is this helping me?
What are the 3 things that I just asked you to remember?
I don't know because they were stupid.
Well, can you try to
I
remember?
don't know. Chicken something and 2 other words. None of this is helpful to me. You're all, I'm going to give you a test because I think it's going to help you. Let's do the test. This test is stupid. This is not going to help me love Alan. This is not going to help me get married and have my 3 kids and my dog Molly. None of it is helpful. So no, I don't remember your 3 words. You know what I do remember? My heart being ripped out of my chest.
That's fair enough.
Onward.
Here we go. Gabby.
Yeah.
Can you spell the word world backwards for me?
Okay, still don't know why this is relevant, but I don't know. I can spell it forwards.
Okay, spell it forward for me.
WERLD.
Okay, way to go. Keep going. So those 3 things you still don't remember?
Chicken. I don't know. Chicken tender meal from McDonald's.
Close.
None of it was important.
Okay.
You're just stressing me out.
No.
Yes.
No?
Yes, because
No.
now I feel like I'm being tested at school and I'm
Well-
failing, and I've already failed at enough things in life these days.
Well, if we take a look around, remember we're not at school, you're in therapy.
I know, you're
And I'm not your
talking
teacher.
about a chicken mix something.
Oh, a chicken McWhat?
Griddle.
I think you did that on purpose. I think you're playing me. You want to try again? For real this time?
Chicken nugget.
Chicken nugget. Do you remember anything else?
No.
Okay. So you got 1, right?
Yeah.
That's progress, right?
I guess.
Okay. All right. So, Gabby,
Mm-hmm.
what is this from your sensory
Bracelet.
shelf? It's a bracelet. There we go. And Gabby, what is this?
You asking me a stupid question?
What am I holding in my
A
hand?
pen.
I'm holding a pen in my hand. There you go. All right. Repeat after me.
Mhm.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
There you go. All right. So you see this piece of paper right here?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to do me a favor. Take this piece of paper and hold it in your right hand for me. Okay. Now I'd like you to fold it in half. Either way. Hot dog, hamburger, or, can I just tell you something that's probably going to make you think I'm even more ridiculous?
Mm-hmm.
When I was a kid, I went to a religious camp, and they used to fold a piece of paper like this,
Mm-hmm.
and then they'd fold a piece of paper like this. Can I show you?
Yeah, I guess.
So they'd fold a piece of paper like that, and they'd fold a piece of paper like that, and they would say, this is where Jesus' hands would go on the cross, and this is where his head is, and this is where his feet is. So if they wanted me to fold it in half this way, they would say, fold it like Jesus' hands. And if they wanted me to fold it this way, they would say, fold it to Jesus' head and feet. So I would fold it like that.
Stupid.
It kind of was. But back to our series of questions.
Yeah. It's more about me than
It really is. And you know what? If I made you feel like it wasn't about you, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I was just sharing with you.
It's fine.
Okay.
You're allowed to talk, I guess.
Well, thanks.
No.
I appreciate that. So you've got that piece of paper. I want you to put it in your right hand. I want you to fold it in half, either way. And I want you to put it on the floor.
None of this is helpful.
None of that is helpful. Well,
No.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
I don't feel better. Alan still doesn't love me.
Oh,
I'm still alone.
no, you're not alone. You're here with me.
I feel really alone.
Yeah,
It's
tell
like
me
I
about
could be in a room full of people, and it's just me. Nobody gets it.
Nobody gets what?
What it's like to be in love, what it's like to have all these thoughts in your head, what it's like to want to stay up until now. I haven't slept in so long.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
You must be pretty tired.
no,
No?
no,
Not at all?
not at all.
No?
No.
And,
You know what I need to be doing is going home and looking up that girl.
well, I mean, going home might be a positive thing, but I think I might feel a little better if you and I sat here a little longer. Like, let's at least try to get through your session, and then we'll reassess, okay?
Sure. Because I need to get home tonight.
Yeah?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
For what?
I just told you I have to look up that girl.
You do? And,
Yeah.
And tell me what would happen if you didn't look up that girl.
Alan's probably going to fall in love with her.
Well, didn't you tell me he was already in love with her, and that was...
But I can change that. And if I don't go home, John, I can't change that. And it's like every time I hear our song, my heart breaks.
And what's your song?
The same song I've had with the last 4 guys.
So it's your song?
Yeah.
Because it's about you.
Yes.
I think we're on the same page here.
Okay.
So
Thank
you keep saying you have to go home, you have to go home, you have to go home. Can I
Mhm.
just ask you, would it make a difference if you went home in 5 minutes and 45 minutes? Would it really be that big of a difference?
Yes. That's 45 more minutes of me looking up that girl. You know what her name is?
No.
Angel. Tell me
Alan
that doesn't
and
sound like a
Angel.
whore.
I mean, maybe her parents think it's a beautiful name.
Well, it's a stupid name.
Well, what about people say they see angels? Does that mean that...
I'm sorry, are you trying to say that my man is seeing Angel? Because that's what I'm hearing coming out of your mouth.
Nope, not at all. I said when people say they see angels.
What does
Yeah.
this have to do with anything?
You know, you're right. Well, it doesn't really have to do with anything. Shall we move on? Are you ready?
Yes, I guess so.
Do you need a quick check-in? Do you need to switch your sensory?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, why don't you choose...
I want this one.
Okay. Awesome. Gabby, I'm going to show you a piece of paper. Okay? I'd like you to read it and do what it says. Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm still not understanding any of this.
Okay, good. So you read it, you close your eyes. Awesome. All right. So what I really want you to do now, I want you to take this pen for me.
Yep.
And I want you to make up any sentence you want. And I want you to write it down on this piece of paper.
Are you going to read it out loud?
Not if you don't want me to.
You can.
That smile says you've got a sentence that I might not want to read out loud. This is stupid. I need to go home to win Alan back. Well, I mean, technically that's 2 sentences, but good job.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm an overachiever that way.
You really are. All right, so we'll use some of your overachievement then, and I'm going to have you do me one last favor. Can you do that for me?
Yeah.
Awesome. So at the very bottom of this paper right here, there is a shape. This shape right here. Can you draw that shape for me? That what we're going with?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, it's basically a circle. Right?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, all shapes are circles if you
take out those
take
sides.
out the angles.
Yeah.
And it's common sense. I
Basically
get it.
a circle.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Well, Gabby, thank you.
You're welcome.
So I think it's important
Yep.
that you and I go back to some things we've worked on before. I just want to touch base with you on some things. Okay. I know that you don't like to talk about this. I know you don't like to hear the word diagnosis. I know you don't like to hear what comes after that. Do we need to take a break?
No.
Okay. So I know you don't like to hear the word diagnosis, but I think it's important, like we've talked about, that you're honest with yourself about what that is.
No one's gonna love me.
Gabby.
With the diagnosis.
Gabby, let's stay focused. Gabby, I'm going to ask you again. What's your diagnosis?
Bipolar.
Bipolar. And Gabby, what does bipolar mean?
Well, sometimes I have highs and sometimes I have lows.
That sometimes you have highs and sometimes you have lows. And what happens when you have highs?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, let's try to think back through some of the times. Remember, last time you were here, you were on a high a couple of months ago, and we made that list of what your behaviors were so that you could try to see that. Can you pull that from your brain? Can you try to think of at least one of those behaviors for me?
I was staying up all night.
Yeah.
I was listening to my song.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to win back Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
And then the time before that, I was trying to win back Tyler. And the time before that, I was trying to win back Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
That one almost worked, though. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes, to get to the end, you just gotta stay up through the night, and you gotta get through the hard stuff, and you have to find out what they love, and you have to discover it, and you have to go after it.
Do.
And you have to do all the things, but I just don't
You
understand.
do.
It's like the...
Remember, we're gonna focus right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about you being up all night, and we talked about you playing your song, and we talked about all of these things. Are those things happening now?
I mean, I guess. I just said it. I don't know why we're reiterating it.
Well, I think it's important for you to say it, like I said to you. I think it's important for you to say it so that you hear it, so that I hear it, and so that we're on the same page. I mean, I know it's all about you, but sometimes it's important for us to be on the same page, right?
Yeah, if I want to invite you to my page.
Well, sorry, I'll send you a friend request. Is that what the kids say these days? Still friend requesting?
You could just follow me.
I could follow you?
Yeah.
Okay.
My account's not private.
Okay, well, how about you start by following this conversation?
Okay.
Best as you can, and we'll go from there, okay?
Okay.
Gabby, remember, like we've talked about in the past, when you get on these highs where you're showing me these behaviors, that I have to ask you, a few questions. So I'm going to ask you those questions now, and I know that in the past you've been very, very upset by these questions, but I have to ask you. Remember, we pinky promised that one time that you were going to be honest with me, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Gabby, do you feel safe?
At home?
Well, in general. Do you feel safe, personal safe?
No.
No? Do you feel like you want to hurt yourself, Gabby?
Sometimes. My heart's broken.
Your heart's
What do
broken,
you
but
want?
sometimes. But how about right now? I'm most concerned with you right now.
I'm not gonna go home and hurt myself if that's what you're thinking. I can't go to the hospital. I can't do it.
Let's focus on the question. Honesty, remember?
Yeah.
We keep it real in here, right? And what you say here, unless
you can't send me there. I'll literally do anything. You cannot make me go to the, well, I know you can make me go, but please don't make me go to the hospital.
Well, on that note, Gabby, I mean, you've got to show me, and I have to believe genuinely, that you're okay. Because right now, I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm a little bit, and by a little bit, I mean kind of a lot, worried about you. And so you wanting to leave right now makes me worried.
Well,
so can we at least try to talk a little bit more?
Yeah.
Yeah? So Gabby, remember, you still haven't answered my question.
Which one?
The one about, are you feeling like you want to hurt yourself, Gabby?
I think you can imply
I think I need to hear it directly from you. Remember, we talked about ownership.
You know that sometimes I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't understand why I have to say the words. I don't.
Because it's important for you to take ownership of those feelings. So I'm going to ask you again, Gabby.
I don't want to say it.
You don't want to say it?
No.
Okay. Well, you don't have to. But I feel like we can't really move forward in our session until I have an answer one way or the other. So do you need a break, or do you need some time to think, or do you need to play with your sensory stuff some?
If that's what you want me to do.
No, ma'am.
Okay, then let's
No,
just
ma'am.
talk.
It's about what you want.
I just want to talk.
You just want to talk? Okay.
Yeah.
So talk to me. Tell me more. Tell me. Let's shift the focus a little bit. Let's talk about something not Alan related. Everything is Alan related. I get that. But let's try to think about something really great. Remember you told me a few weeks ago that your cousin was getting ready to have her baby?
Yeah.
Did she have the baby yet?
She did.
She did? What did she have? Tell me.
A boy.
She did? And what did she name him?
James.
James. That's
Yeah.
a good name. Yeah, is he cute? Have you met him in person yet?
No, I saw pictures online. He looked like an ugly baby. I don't know. All babies come out. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you were...
I'm sure he's going to be cute someday. I mean, she's pretty, but he looked like, I don't know, like that.
I mean...
I'm not holding it against him. I was ugly too when I was a baby.
Well, I mean, how do you feel about yourself now?
I mean, why do you think I get so many men? Clearly, I'm good looking. You know, I feel pretty confident in myself. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's times, like, every once in a while when I get really down, and when I'm having a down point, then sometimes I feel really bad about myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that I'm, like, fat and stupid and ugly. And, you know, that's usually when, like, the really bad thoughts come in. But I'm not down yet. I'm doing good.
Yeah, well,
yeah, I'm fine.
How's your seesaw looking? Here's Gabby. Here's your feelings. Are we feeling up or are we feeling down, Gabby?
I'm feeling up.
You're feeling up? How close are we to a down?
I don't know. I can't tell. You can't tell. You just wake up and then this is down.
Okay.
But that's part of the thing, you know, I don't like to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't want to talk about it because labels, you know, I'm just not a label kind of gal.
Well,
unless it's with
diagnosis, two different things. A diagnosis, like I said before, tells me about you, but it doesn't tell me who you are. You are so much more than your diagnosis. You're a whole person. I mean, look at you. You're in school. How's dance going? Have you been to dance lately?
No.
No, why not? When's the last time you went to dance?
I don't know, a couple weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago? You sure about that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Well, why haven't you been to dance?
I got other stuff I gotta do.
Yeah, like what? What are you doing that's keeping you out of dance? Because I remember...
I just kind of feel a little... like sick when I gotta go, so I just don't go.
Out. Tell me.
I just feel a little nauseous and stuff, so I don't go.
So
those girls don't understand me anyways, so there's no point to go.
So
Alan understands me.
So those girls, let's stay with the dance for a minute. Help me understand, because I know how much you love dance. Well, that's what you've been telling me, and I know you've been at it for a long time, and this sudden change of I'm not going, I feel sick, I feel it's something we need to just kind of talk about a little bit.
Well, when people don't understand you, it just makes you sick, I don't know.
Yeah, and they don't understand you, who's they?
The girls that dance.
Yeah, well I mean, maybe it's because I'm, going gray. Maybe the intelligence is leaking out. I need you to help me a little bit understand. Kind of give me a situation where you feel like they don't understand you.
No.
I mean, you showed me those recital pics and you showed me that clip on your phone, so...
They don't know what it's like to have a diagnosis.
Yeah?
Yeah, and so sometimes I come in and I'm real excited like I am right now, and they're all... Ooh, we just want you to do a sad lyrical. And I'm like, I'm on a high, bitches. I don't want to be fucking dancing to some sad songs. I'm in love. And then they're all, you're acting a little crazy right now. And I'm like, I'm not doing anything I wouldn't normally do. Mm-hmm. And they're like, I thought you liked to dance about your feelings. And I'm like, well, I'm feeling fucking good. Mm-hmm. And then all it is judge. And then they're talking behind my back. Saying that all I do is just act a little bit insane, but aren't we all a little bit insane?
Have you heard them say these things?
No.
Have you seen it written anywhere?
Well, Tina told me that Susie said to her that Julie once told Jennifer, because she overheard it in the back room when the girls were putting on their ballet shoes, that Lisa said that I'm crazy.
Well, how long ago was that?
And that's pretty reliable. That was like a couple weeks ago. That's why I stopped going. Because I just started to feel sick. I don't know. I'm just sick every Tuesday. It's not my fault.
So you have Tuesdayitis.
Yeah, basically. Some people have senioritis. Some people have Monday blues.
Some people need a day off from work.
Some people need Tuesdays.
I get you.
Yeah.
I get you. I mean, Garfield. Do you know Garfield the cat?
No, I'm not 100.
Well, there was this cat once upon a time named Garfield. He liked lasagna and hated Monday, so that's all. Oh. Sorry, I was trying to cross that millennial bridge.
Sorry.
I mean,
no, I'm too young for that. Too young for that, bro.
Bro?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I ask you another question?
I guess.
Can you be honest with me?
Yeah, you're going to ask me anyway, so
I am. Well, you'll be honest with me?
Sure.
Okay. When's the last time you took your medication?
I don't understand how this is important.
We're not talking about if it's important or not. I asked you a question.
It wasn't really helping me anymore anyways.
So, when's the last time you took it so I know how long it hasn't helped you? Give me an idea.
It hasn't helped me for like a month and a half.
A month and a half.
Yeah, I was feeling good. I was feeling good for a really long time, and I was like, I think I'm going to do this on my medication, and I'm doing fine. I've been on a high since. You know how long it's been since I've just rode a high?
Well, I mean, I've noticed that you've been a little bit more and more, we'll call it outgoing.
Yeah, I'm very outgoing.
These past couple of weeks, but you told me 2 weeks ago that everything was fine with your medicine because we had that conversation about the pharmacy and the refills and all of that.
Yeah, everything was fine. I didn't pick it up.
So
it was there.
Yeah,
it was fine.
Your medication's still sitting at the pharmacy?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, Gabby, I gotta be honest with you, some of this stuff's a little bit alarming to me. I'm starting to feel like maybe we've reached that point we have to incorporate Mom in a little bit of this. Let's set some boundaries around this. Bear with me. Let's set some boundaries around this.
I'm gonna lose it.
Well, I feel like it's important that we set some goals in place for you, and what I would really love to do is put together a safety plan. Do you know what a safety plan is?
I don't know. Do you think I'm gonna hurt myself? I'm not gonna do it. I told you I wasn't gonna do it. Don't send me to the hospital.
Well, did I say hospital, friend?
Well, you said safety.
Does safety mean hospital to you?
I don't know. You need to tell me what this means. I don't know. I can't go. I have so much to do tonight.
Flowers and balloons, friend. 3 times.
Okay.
With me? Ready?
Yeah.
One more time. Okay.
You can't send me there.
Are we ready for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1?
I guess so.
All right. So, you're going to give me 5 things you can see.
Okay.
Give me 5 things you can see, Gabby.
Lamp, cup, paper, bag.
Give me 4 things you can hear right now.
You, silence, the sound machine next door, me fidgeting. That's 4, right?
Give me 3 things you can touch.
Chair, me, marble.
Give me 2 things you can smell.
I don't know. Nothing, but I think that's a good thing. Because you don't smell and I don't smell, and this office doesn't smell.
Those are 2 things that don't smell good.
Okay.
I will accept those. And give me 1 positive thought right now.
You're not going to send me to the hospital because I asked you not to send me to the hospital, so you won't do it.
I see. So, can we talk a little bit about safety planning?
Can you just tell me what it is, and then we can talk about it?
Sure. Well, that's part of talking about it.
Okay.
It's okay for me to continue?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Gabby, a safety plan means that you and I need to set some professional boundaries about the things that we're doing.
Okay.
And professional boundaries simply means that we need to write some steps down for the things that we're going to do to help keep you safe.
Okay.
Okay? And that means that you're going to have some responsibilities and I'm going to have some responsibilities.
Okay, I have a lot of responsibilities.
You do, but you're going to have some responsibilities about your safety because, Gabby, I'm going to be honest with you. You're worrying me a little bit. And I know you don't want to go to the hospital.
No,
and
I can't go.
I know that last time you had that bad experience at the hospital. You and that doctor had that, we'll call it that disagreement.
Yeah, he was fucking insane. You want to talk about me having a diagnosis? Somebody needs to diagnose that guy.
Well, that's all in our past, right? So we talked about that and we agreed that maybe there was both a little bit of responsibility in that. Don't you think so?
No.
You still don't think
I know
so?
I apologized about it back then, but I take it back right now.
I see. Okay.
Ask me again next week.
I will.
Okay.
Okay. So, moving forward from there, I know that you have a tough time with the hospitals.
Yeah, really tough time. Please don't tell me.
Well, hear me out. We're not talking about the hospital yet. We're talking about, well, I'm using the word hospital.
I know. Please
We're talking about your safety. Okay? Your safety is what's important to me. So, that means that you're going to have some things to do, and I'm going to have some things to do, and your family's going to have some things to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're going to have to bring Mom in for a piece of this.
Okay.
But
you can't tell her about Alan.
We're talking about your safety.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So, all of these other things are leading us up to this point, okay? I'm most interested in keeping you safe.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't believe that you're going to hurt yourself. I won't do it. I don't believe that you're going to hurt yourself. But Gabby, I'm very, very concerned that you haven't been sleeping, and you said you haven't slept in a couple of days.
It's fine. I'm like this all the time. You need like a cat nap.
Well, it might be fine. But even you said you need a cat nap. But I heard you tell me in session earlier, just a little while ago, that you don't remember the last time you slept. A couple of days. You don't need sleep. You're ready to go. You don't think?
Yeah.
I mean, you feel great.
When you have energy like this, you don't need sleep. Maybe take a coffee or two, go for a jog. That'll wake you right up.
I mean, true, but sooner or later, you're going to start to feel pretty terrible, and that might not be today, but this safety plan is going to be in place for when you do, because I'm just afraid that when you start feeling bad, that you're going to start to feel bad quick, and that you're going to be in some kind of need, and I feel like it's important that we have some boundaries and some supports in place, and so that everyone knows what to do, so that, guess what, you can start to feel bad. Because it's okay for you to start to feel bad. But that safety plan is going to help other people understand what's happening to you and what to do in those situations. Because sometimes, remember we talked about when you start to feel bad, you don't always think clearly, and that sometimes you feel so bad that you have trouble asking for help, and sometimes you feel so bad you just don't know how to go about your day. Do you remember talking about all that?
Mm-hmm.
So this safety plan is going to let other people know what to do. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So do you have any questions or concerns before I show you the document?
You're not going to tell my mom about Alan, right?
We're not talking about Alan, friend.
And I don't have to go to the hospital?
So let's put our safety plan in place. Okay?
Okay.
And we'll go from there.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I'm not saying yes, but I'm not saying no. What I'm saying right now is that we need to put a safety plan in place. I think it's very, very important, okay?
Okay.
You're not taking your meds. You're on the upswing. Well, I might have a slightly different opinion. And so, again, this is one of those minutes where I'm being real with you, friend. Okay, I see you struggling a little bit, and I want to be there for you. And this safety plan is a tool that's going to allow you to find your way back to where you need to be. That's going to take some time.
Well, when can we get my mom in here? I just want to get this over with.
So we need to figure out what's important to you, what concerns you have before we go get your mom. Okay?
Oh my
and
God.
then we're going to take a quick break because I need to notify my supervisor that I'm extending the session because this is of importance. We need to handle this today, okay? I don't want you going home without this plan in place.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
So tell me what your biggest fear is right now.
About me?
About everything, friend. Tell me what you're most afraid of right now. Help me
Being
understand where
alone.
you are, and I'm going to just pull this paper out.
Yeah. I don't know. Being alone.
Being alone today?
Forever.
Oh, well, let's try to narrow that focus down just a little bit. Let's not worry about forever right now. Let's worry about Gabbie right now in this moment.
I don't know. I don't want to be on my medicine. I don't want to go to the hospital. I don't want to do a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Gabbie,
What are you worried about?
what am I worried about?
Yeah.
You.
Well,
I'm worried about you, friend. I'm worried about you, and I just want to make sure that you are okay.
okay.
Okay? So let me go over the pieces of this with you, and then I want to make sure you know everything, okay?
Okay.
So this is what's called the safety plan, and the safety plan has multiple pieces to it. Right up here at the top of the paper, you and I are going to put all of the important people. You'll see right here filled in, number 1 is 911. Why? Because in the case of the emergency, people are going to need to know to call 911.
It won't get that bad. I won't let it get
Well,
that
I
bad.
hope not. I hope not.
It won't.
And you know what? What I love is that you just said, I won't let it. You know what that means? You're finding your resolve.
Yeah.
You know what comes at the end of that, and you don't want that for yourself.
No.
So that's the first step. Fist bump for taking that first step. I'm proud of you. Number 2, we talked about mobile crisis. Remember mobile crisis?
Yeah.
They've come to your house before.
Yeah, I don't want them to come either.
You don't want them to come?
No, I just wanna put like my aunt on there
Okay.
and probably my neighbor.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
aunt and your neighbor.
Yeah, we'll just skip mobile crisis.
Okay, I think it's important to have mobile crisis on there just as an alternative, because imagine that mobile crisis can come to your house instead of you going to a hospital.
Okay, so
We
fine.
Can we keep them on there? Okay, and then I'm going to put myself on there because I'm going to want to know what's going on if something
Can I
happens.
just call you first?
You can, absolutely.
Okay.
You absolutely can. All right, so here we're going to write what the goal is.
Okay.
And I think that we can talk to Mom, but it sounds like you want to stay out of the hospital, and it sounds like the goal should be that we're going to help prepare you for when your mood starts to change.
Okay.
And part of that includes getting you back on your medicine, okay? So we're going to write in here for the goals that you're going to start your medication,
Okay.
okay?
Mhm.
And that we're going to start to prepare for when your mood changes as you're adjusting, okay?
Yep.
And down here in the action steps, we're going to write down all those things like number 1, Mom's going to pick up the medication at the pharmacy, and maybe we can talk about having Mom watch you take it until you start showing some self-reliance, okay? No, you're shaking your head no? Tell me. We've got a
I don't
few
wanna do
minutes
that.
left before our break, so tell me.
I don't want to do that.
No?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
I'm not a baby.
You're absolutely not a baby. You're absolutely
Can we do
nobody's.
something else?
We can talk about that with Mom. How's that?
Okay.
I will.
Okay, fine.
We're going to go talk to Mom. I'll go get her in the waiting room. It's going to give you a minute to recenter. Do you want to hang out with the kinetic sand a little bit? Maybe.
I just want this again.
Okay. So you can go with that. Give me. Let's start with three words, Gabbie, that tells me where you are right now.
Scared.
Scared. Mm-hmm.
Tired.
Tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else, friend?
Lonely.
Lonely. Yeah. Those are pretty big feelings, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what, friend. You don't have to be scared because I'm right here for you. Okay? We're going to get those supports in place for you so that you don't have to be scared. And it's going to be a little scary, but just know that I'm always... Have I ever misled you?
I guess not.
No. So I'm not going to mislead you, friend. And we're going to get the right supports in place. We're going to fill out this plan and we're going to go from there, okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's take our quick break and then we'll come back with Mom and we'll start doing our safety planning. Sound good?
Okay.
Gabby, I want to end this right before our break. I just want to tell you how proud I am of you. I know it's hard for you, and I know that you like to say everything's perfect and wonderful. I know you like to look at the bright side of things, and it was a big step, and it's always a big step for you to admit that you might not be okay, or that you might be struggling a little bit, and you did that again today. You're building some resiliency in that. I'm proud of you, Gabby. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, let's take that
Let's
break.
go get Mom.
Okay.